What does sex mean to a woman? What she feels and wants while having it. Most guys, especially those who wish to improve in bed, are curious about what sex means to a woman. Watch to the very end to gain a better understanding of women and how sex can mean different things to them in order to improve your love life. The majority of males are prepared to hop into bed at any moment. Some ladies, though, aren't exactly the same. Therefore, you must understand what sex means to a woman if you are the kind of guy that never hesitates to get intimate. Any genuine and long-lasting relationship must include an emotional connection, trust, and friendship. But more than friendship, sex is the one thing that may create a devoted connection between a male and female. In a love relationship, sex plays a crucial role both physically and emotionally. Each person has a different understanding of relationship with sex. Everybody has a unique perspective on what sex means in a relationship, as well as their personal experiences with it and its importance. Therefore, depending on the meanings that each individual attaches to sex, sex has the power to significantly affect a couple's relationship. There are a few typical things that sex signifies for a woman in a relationship, even though these interpretations undoubtedly differ from person to person. What sex can mean for a woman in a relationship. It's probably no secret that a man's primary motivation and desire for sex is physiological. For a woman, though, it goes beyond that. Some ladies get excited only by being reminded that they are attractive. For a woman in a relationship, the most prevalent connotations of sex are passion, love, and attraction. It can also stand for enjoyment and pleasure or a strong sense of trust and connection. The following are some essential details on what sex means to a woman. 1. Sex begins in her mind. For guys, eye contact is where sex starts. He wants to have sex with an attractive woman the moment he sees her. However, it's different for women. Of course, she could find a handsome man attractive. That does not automatically imply that she will think of him in bed as her next thought. Rather, sex starts in a woman's head. The fact that she doesn't experience the same level of physical lust as he does may disappoint men. But her hormones are completely different. Men and women have varying quantities of testosterone, yet it causes physical cravings in both sexes. A woman becomes aroused when she imagines, recalls, or fantasizes having passionate sex. She thus thinks about her companion nonstop while she is infatuated or falling in love. At that point, she has a strong desire for sex and finds it easy to become aroused. 2. Sex is situational. Sexual desire is a sign of vulnerability for women. Lust and love are closely entwined when they are experiencing sexual desire for someone whom they adore and trust. Therefore, she will only feel safe to express her desire if her feelings aren't at risk of being hurt. Women want their partner to caress them and make them feel good in a sensually alluring way. She may lose interest in a partner if the relationship faces uncertainty in order to safeguard her feelings and heart. Males are largely motivated by biology, hence they don't typically act that way. Before they have sex, she wants to feel emotionally secure. Men and women alike can set the stage for sex in a way that helps the woman unwind from her daily tasks and to-do lists. Through romance and seduction, she puts her feelings out there and becomes vulnerable as a result. 3. Sex is a sign that you are drawn to her. Although a woman may feel a slight thrill when she sees a handsome man, what really piques her attention is the idea of his response to her. She has thoughts like, "I wonder if he finds me attractive." She gets excited and thinks about erotic things when she knows her lover is hot for her. Men want to have lots of sex in a relationship, while women prefer to keep the romance going, and many of them find it difficult to keep the two apart. It is impossible for males to accomplish this. To them, sex is sex. Romance is what it is. They are not required to be combined. But they do for a lady. Regular sex in a relationship communicates to a lady your opinion of her attractiveness and your thoughts of her desirability. The majority of the time, a partner's decision to forego sex might be the result of deeper problems. It doesn't matter though, because your girlfriend is probably thinking she is the most ugly woman alive if you aren't having regular sex with her. Thus, being sexually rejected by a partner is the number one thing that causes a woman to distrust her body. 4. Having sex is enjoyable. For women in a relationship, sex naturally translates into enjoyment and pleasure. A woman's sex is not a chore. The long-held misconception that women like less sex than men is utterly false. Many women are very sexual beings who enjoy having fun and experiencing the profound satisfaction that comes from having fantastic sex. To everyone their own, fun can mean many different things. However, having joy with sex involves experimenting with various positions, settings, and identities. Whatever your lady's inclination, she wants to enjoy herself during the sex process. For women in relationships, having sex signifies pleasure. That might be anything from a full-on multiple O to just an amazing romp that makes a woman feel happy and excited. You should figure out precisely what makes your woman have the most pleasurable and satisfying sex, and keep making it happen. 5. Passion is sex. On the other hand, a woman would feel like the sexiest person alive when her partner returns from work and cannot stop touching or talking to her, making it very evident that he wants to be inside her as soon as possible. Sex is passion, and when you desire a woman as much as she wants you in a relationship, it makes her feel beautiful and appreciated. 6. Sex is a sign of love. A lady may tell you love her through sex. There's no better way to let her know how much you care and how much you love her than to take your time exploring every cranny that gives her the chills, kissing all of her favorite places, and pleasing her completely. A woman's ability to make love stems from her sense of warmth in a partnership. She doesn't get her sexual drive from it, though, this is how a woman shows her love. This does not imply that a woman has to give her partner sex when she is not feeling it. She may, however, be aware that her boyfriend wants sex, and since she loves him, she may still want to satisfy his desires even when she is not in the mood. Offering a partner sex can be a sign of love given by her if the connection is loving. She becomes irritated with her spouse if they persistently bother her when she's not feeling it. This is due to the fact that it devalues her love motive. Even when they don't experience an orgasm, some women find great satisfaction in having sex. She typically does as she gets going, even if she was not in the mood initially. To be happy, both men and women need to feel attached to their spouses, yet the meanings of this attachment are different for each gender. For a woman, a passionate relationship is the result of both sexual and emotional closeness. 7. Sex is a lot of things. Although most women adore having sex, their cravings can quickly sour. They may be experiencing fatigue or be upset with their partner. Their libido may be affected by physical issues. Her desire may also be thwarted by commonplace distractions like kids, work, washing, cooking, and other household chores. Women frequently begin having sex because they are willing to. Nevertheless, until they are aroused, they might not desire or crave sex. And getting an orgasm is a difficult feat for many ladies. While males tend to want more variation in the bedroom, some women may prefer more structure. Therefore, for a woman in a relationship, sex might imply many things. It could signify even more than what I've covered here. In the end, sex is essentially a symbol for three things: pleasure, connection, and love. These are the most fundamental qualities that most women believe sex in a relationship to entail. However, sex does mean different things to different individuals. 8. The manner that men and women approach sex can differ. Many men are unaware of the perspectives that women have when it comes to sexuality. It's true that both men and women like having sex. However, they take two quite different approaches to it. Hopefully, you now know why you should be angry with your spouse if you feel that she doesn't approach sex the same way you do. Understanding, as they say, is the key to happiness. You can make sex much more enjoyable for her if you understand what's going through her mind. Now that you understand what sex means to a woman, engage in loving, passionate sex. Prove to your lover that you are utterly enamored with their physique and find it difficult to resist them. Naturally, concentrate on making both your lover and yourself happy when having sex through a reliable connection. Have fun,